Good morning again. Don't know if I need to say anything because everybody else has already said it. But my cousin and I are going to do a tribute. And the only reason why she is standing here with me this morning is because Mama refused to denounce her as a granddaughter. For 2 years, I've been telling her every day, I am your only granddaughter. But even when dementia was kicking in, she still knew this one was a granddaughter, so she's here. Rihanna Mackenzie, affectionately known as Rita, Aunt Rita, Mama, Ritz, Sister Rita, was born on October 15, 1931 in Blue Erie, Westmoreland. She was a beloved sister, mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother. Mama had 4 children: Franklin, who was also known as Evan, who preceded her, Lana, Lily, and Errol. She was a no-nonsense woman, stern, and did not believe in sparing the rod and spoiling the child because she was a God-fearing woman. She was also a loving, fun person, and there was never a dull moment when she was around. She was a natural comedian, and she would often tell us stories about her upbringing in the country. She played the role of mother and father to her children as their father died at an early age. You would never be able to tell that she was doing it on her own, as they did not lack anything. She worked night and day to provide the best life possible for her children and later for her grandchildren. Her children have a special bond. They are very close to each other. They make no decisions without getting each other's input. And as my aunt said, Mama told them to make sure that remains the same when she is gone. Mama loved all her children, but her pride and joy was her wash belly Errol. And if you knew her, then you know this. She spoiled Errol. He got the most food and had less chores, but the others did not let that bother them. I remember growing up while Mama was living in New York, she would call home and wanted to talk to everyone, but her main concern was if Errol was fed. And at that time, Errol was a grown man working and able to provide for himself. He was her baby up until her last breath. Mama's love language was food. She would feed the world if she could. When she lived in Manhattan, she fed even the doormen, and she was famous for her carrot cake. She was always dressed like royalty and made sure her children and grandchildren did the same. She was the only person that I know that would bring escovitch fish and turkey from America. I could speak for all of us when I say that we were loved, and we felt the love. She treated everyone like family, and she made sure that whether you were born in this family or married into it, you lacked nothing if she knew that you were in need. I had the opportunity of visiting Mama in the hospital last month, and all the patients around her knew her children's name, and all of them were promised food. I remember feeding her one night, and before she even took a bite, she asked if everyone around her had already eaten. I made sure she knew she was loved. Mama, you have left us with a hole in our hearts, but we know you are at peace, because to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord, and I will be loving you always and until. Take your rest, my sweet angel.
Hello, good morning, church. As Judy said, Grandma would fight to know that I'm her granddaughter, and not only, I'm the first grandchild. Yes, that's good. Grandma was a patriot of the family. So I'm going to do this poem, it's Broken Chain. We little knew that morning that God was going to call you home. In life, we loved you dearly. In death, we do the same. It broke our heart to lose you. You did not go alone, for part of us went with you. The day God called you home, you left us peaceful memories. Your love is still our guide, And though we cannot see you, you are always you are always at our side. Our family chain is broken and nothing seems the same, but as God called us one by one, the chain will link again. Rest in peace, Grandma. I loved you dearly.
In receiving the offering, we'll sit and sing the